Hello everyone. We have a bunch of garden maintenance to do today. It is a necessary evil, especially in the heat of the summer. So we have a bunch of weeds to pull. We've got some perennials that need to be cut back. And we still have some plants that need to get in the ground. So Brian has gotten a head start and I'm gonna run out here and catch up with him. So let me go grab my boots. Okay, first area of the garden that we're gonna tackle is right here, the old shed bed, if you will. There are some dahlias. You can see one there. There's some dahlias in this bed that need to be staked up. We put these here, what, Brian, 2-3 years ago?
I think it was like 4 years ago now.
Well, they come back every year vigorously. And now that they're getting more sun, they're really big this year. And so we just need to stake them up. There is also an elephant in this shot. The Vanderwolf pine, I think, has kicked the bucket.
Sad.
I would really like to leave it and see if it's gonna come back, but I think we're just gonna pull it and call it done. It was, you guys know, it was like not doing well into the spring, and then we moved it and took some water off of it. And we have heard that these are marginal in our area anyway, so that little spot right there is gonna get something new at some point, but right now it's gonna be empty, and we're gonna go ahead and pull the tree. There is also a Grand Cascade butterfly bush, and I wanna see if I can walk back here and show you this, because there are so many butterflies on it right now. It's just so pretty, but it is also kind of flopped and kind of separating, so we're gonna stake this up a little bit too and see if we can make this a better home for the butterflies.
I think I can get it out. And I do think it's completely dead.
Oh, it wasn't even rooted.
Sad. Okay, so we've got a ton of weeds cleaned up out of the garden. We've got our dahlias staked. We got the beautiful butterfly bush staked.
Cut back a few perennials. I cut back Perfect Profusion salvia, which is like a light blue salvia, and it has bloomed twice already. So I put some plant tone on it. Hopefully we'll get a third flush, which would be really pretty. Midnight Masquerade penstemon, Daisy May daisies, and then pulled a bunch of weeds.
Yes.
Big elm or oak trees that had grown up. I mean, just kind of insane stuff that we just let go for a while.
Yes, but as you guys can see, the garden is starting to like crisp up. We've reached, I don't know, week 4 or 5 of a drought and almost 100-degree temperatures. And so, needless to say, the garden has looked better, but it's still looking pretty.
Yeah.
And we have some spots that we just want to spice up a little bit this late in the season. And so we got some annuals we wanted to show you. Okay, so this is Supertunia Vista Fuchsia. We have planted this one before and we really like the bold color of it. We have a spot out by the picket fence right by the road that we were going to put some ajuga this year, and we thought, why not fill it with annuals since it's so close to the sidewalk and people can enjoy them. So we're gonna pop those in there. And then back here we have some dragon wings begonias, which you guys know we've grown these before and we really love dragon wings. They just get really big and the foliage almost looks velvet, and we just really love them. There's a spot in the back of the garden that we just planted a beautiful bloomables rose, and around it we thought it would be so nice if we surrounded the rose with these. So Tyler got his annuals in the ground, and the other thing we have out here to plant is a chocolate drop mimosa.
It's called Chocolate Fountain.
Chocolate Fountains Mimosa. I've been wanting some sort of red weeping feature out here by the street, just because we already have some red back here with the castor beans, and we're gonna want those to come back every single year because I'm obsessed with them. I love them. But we knew we wanted something out here that a tree that wouldn't get too tall, because this is at the end of the driveway and we don't want to block the end of the driveway for us backing out. So this was the perfect fix for us. We were either going to do the Ruby Falls Redbud or the Chocolate Fountains Mimosa, and I found one of these locally and I ran and scooped it up. But let me show you it up close. So this is our adorable little tree. It had lost some of its foliage when we saw it at the garden center, and right now it is pretty green. It was in the shade because it's so hot here in the south. The garden center had moved a lot of their trees like this into the shade, but you can see it's just got this really interesting texture. We love mimosas, and they'll bloom for us, and next year when this is in full sun, it'll get this really dark color. I'll show you the tag here so you can really see. Chocolate Fountain Albiza. And there's the pretty color here. And then this is from Star Roses and Plants, but you guys can see the gorgeous bloom here. I'm so excited for this. right, everyone. I think that's it for our projects today.
Yeah, I can't take any more in the heat. We tried to wait until the evening so it would cool off, and I think we're just in like a sauna right now.
Yeah, and there's little tiny gnats you can probably see flying around our face from all the dirt. It's like 97 degrees and 97% humidity, but we're still happy to be gardening.
Thank you all so much for watching today's video. From our garden to yours, we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.